Today, there are 574 American Indian tribes and Alaska Native entities in the U.S., including right here in South Carolina, all distinct with their own cultures, languages, and governments. Let's welcome Joshua Shumack, the state's Native American Affairs Coordinator. Good to have you with us.
Thank you for inviting me here.
So tell us a little bit about the history here in South Carolina. I know that there's a rich Native American history here.
South Carolina history is almost, can't take Native Americans out of that. But South Carolina really hasn't dealt with Native American affairs until recent times. Even the Catawba Nation, which is currently our state's only federal recognized tribe, was initially recognized in the 1940s. Then during the Disenrollment Acts, they were disenrolled as a federally recognized tribe, and they fought for 20 years to be re-enrolled, and they got re-enrolled and got federally recognized again in the 90s. But state recognition in our state, even though our state has had things historically like Native American segregated schools, segregated churches and businesses, state recognition officially didn't come until 2005. It was initially started with what was known as the Council of Chiefs, which included the chief of the Catawba and many of the tribes that would later become state recognized. In 2001, Governor Hodges made an ad hoc committee, and that was eventually created the Native American Affairs Division under the Commission. And then in 2005, the first round of recognition came through.
And I'd like to talk about eventually the distinction between state and federally recognized. What is, though, the proper terms to use when describing, is it Native American tribe? Is it a nation? How's best to address that?
I think that question is best answered is usually the name of the tribe itself, because we have the Waccamaw Indian people, we have the Wassamasaw tribe of Arnottown Indians.
And is that what you are?
I am a member of the Wassamasaw tribe.
A member of Wassamasaw, okay.
Then we have the Catawba Nation. It's all about sovereignty and self-definition. So the words are interchangeable, but it means something different to every single one of the tribes.
Okay. And how are they celebrated amongst the members themselves? How do they keep that history and that legacy alive for generations to come?
One of the ways that we do it nowadays is in powwows. So a lot of the tribes all throughout the state, there are many powwows that take place. The CMA tries to keep all of our Native American events on our social media. That way we can inform the general public. But for example, the powwow of my tribe is going to be on October 12th this year.
Oh, wonderful. And what can people expect by attending that?
People can expect a lot of singing and dancing, cultural displays. We usually have people doing art, we have vendors, even some Native American foods.
And all of those things are so distinct amongst each and every tribe and nation and people, right?
Yes, that is correct.
How would you describe Wassamasaw?
So we have a lot of beaters. We are a lot more into gourd painting, for example, versus the Catawba are very well known for their Catawba pottery. So there's a lot of different ways of life and traditions that got passed down. Although we do pottery, that's not our main thing, like the Catawbas.
And then also dress as well.
Oh yes, so regalia, you'd see a lot of different types of regalia. What you'll normally see now a lot of time, especially in the dancers at powwows, is grass regalia. And that is usually because it is a type of dance, and it represents when you're stomping down the grass, walking through the plains, things like that.
Oh, beautiful, beautiful. I recommend anyone to go and to partake and to see what this is like. It truly is living history. I mean, this is a part of the culture here. And the state versus federal designation. So what does that mean exactly, and how does that also help to benefit the people?
So state recognition comes with the legitimacy of the history, and it also allows you to go into certain state programs. Since state recognition is so new in South Carolina, a lot of those programs are still being built. Federal recognition comes with a lot of federal benefits that state recognized tribes do not get, but there's even some other differences, for example, religious freedoms that come with federal recognition. For example, eagle feathers. I know Chief Hatcher of the Waccamaw always talks about how one of the traditions is to bury your dead with eagle feathers, and that's something that just state recognized tribes cannot do. But it comes with a lot of more access to resources, a lot of laws that are specifically there that don't apply to state recognized tribes.
And would you mind sharing what the eagle feather represents, what it signifies?
So sometimes the eagle feather is something that's used in a lot of Native traditions and Native cultures. It's used in a lot of powwow ceremonies. For example, you'd have an eagle staff with an eagle feather on it. You bury your dead with the eagle feather. And it's usually something that's passed down within families. There is laws in the United States where you could only have it if you are federally recognized and order it if you are federally federally recognized from the Department of the Interior.
I see. And so you say that you do have an event that's coming up. It's Indigenous Perspectives, Navigating Challenges in the Low Country. So this is happening later this month.
This is happening, yes, at the Morris Center for Low Country Heritage.
Okay.
It is happening on the 29th. So you will be able to see the chiefs of the Santee, Wassamasaw, and Edisto Natchez Cuso tribe all talking about the things that are going on in their tribes, what their challenges are today.
Wonderful. And the Wassamasaw annual powwow, that is happening Saturday, October 12th, so make sure you mark your calendars for that. Thank you so much, Joshua, for joining us. Really wonderful to speak with you and to learn all this history. It's great. We'll be back after this.